called "If My Wife Becomes an Elementary School Student." So, kind of sus title.
Gotta call
I
the
have
cops.
Have not read it.
Dust.
What?
Gotta call the
you're
cops
calling the
on
cops.
you.
Yeah, call the cops.
Welcome back to the Degen Z podcast, episode 24.
24.
My name is Jax.
Hi, Jax.
Hey,
Hi,
yo.
Jax.
I'm Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hello.
Hey, Dave.
I'm Matt.
Hey,
Hi,
Matt.
Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, Rob. Wait,
Hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
I'm Rob.
Hey, Rob.
I'm Rob.
Say,
I'm Dustin.
Hi,
Hi,
Dustin.
Dustin.
And this man caved. Dave.
Wow, we're just getting
Done
right
it.
into it, huh?
He caved.
Yeah,
We got
Dave
him.
caved.
We got him.
I am in a cave.
We got him,
Ladies and
boys.
gentlemen.
We
over.
got him, boys.
Finally.
It took looking at the chart, 11 months,
Chart.
but he caved.
That chart you're looking at is
What
called
did
a
he cave?
calendar.
Why?
Hey, I'm looking
Same thing.
I'm looking at the date, okay, not my calendar.
He's got you there.
Yeah.
I
Dave.
don't know why I called it a chart.
Dave finally started playing Honkai Star Rail.
Yup, we got
Oh,
his
I haven't
ass.
played yet. I'm still uncaved.
Yeah. We'll get him one day.
It's because of the new girl, okay? Her trailer was so cool. Alright?
Oh, yeah.
It's totally not
Horny,
because she
horny,
looks like
horny,
Hu Tao,
Look, man.
right?
Horny.
Look, man.
Right?
Horny.
Hey, hang on. In Dave's defense,
It was a good trailer.
half the reason he got Hu Tao is because in the Japanese dub she shares a voice actor with Megumin. The same cannot be said for Sparkle. Sparkle does not share a voice actor.
I've only heard
True.
her English. So I don't even know what
Her
she sounds like in Japanese.
Her English voice actor, funny enough, I don't know if y'all remember watching the Amazing Digital Circus with me, that like YouTube
Yeah.
30-minute
Yes.
series.
The one with like
She
the
is
clown
the
girl?
main character. She's the
No
clown girl.
shit, that's crazy.
Yep,
Yeah, I've
Hey,
seen
yo.
that is Pomni.
She's also the English voice of Chisato from Licorice Recoil.
Yup.
I love that.
So how's your experience, Dave, with your 3 days of playing?
She's fucking Mizuhara.
She's Mizuhara in the English.
Yeah.
My experience has been good. I don't have her yet. I don't have Sparkle.
You can get her.
Sparkle
You have
on.
plenty of time to get her. She's actually going to have a longer banner than most characters because there's
Why?
still 4 weeks left until the next update.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, because this update's going to be 7 weeks instead of the usual 6.
Mm.
So, and Black Swan's banner was just as long as it usually is, so that means Sparkle's banner is just going to be 4 weeks long.
Oh, it's Jover. She's Sparkle's Japanese voice actor is Ganyu.
Oh!
It's over.
Oh! You shouldn't have looked at that, Dave. You
Not a good
shouldn't
thing or
have
a
looked at
bad
that.
thing?
Oh, that also means so she's also playing, she's gonna play Reze in Chainsaw Man when that comes out.
Is your damn bad?
Oh wow.
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 So,
Hands
looking
together.
at the story so far, Dave,
Yeah.
what are your favorite parts? Do you like part of the lore in terms of the lore? Who are your favorite characters right now?
So favorite character, March. I love March.
Fair.
I love her. Stories, cool. I like the lore. I like the not the Archons. What are they called? Eons.
The Aeons?
Yeah.
The
It's a cool idea because it's like actual, like, untouchable. Like, they're not like humans, like in Genshin, that you. Well, you do have conversations with the Eons, but like, you don't say hi, hello, how are you, to them, and they don't have like human, earthly names. At least that I know of.
Except for Lon. Lon's kind of a human name, and Nanook is like close enough, I think.
Fair enough, yeah.
Snoopy.
But
Why?
what?
Did you just say Snooky?
Yep.
Oh my
What? I didn't hear
God.
that.
I didn't even hear that.
It's just a
Snook.
quiet.
I barely heard that.
Yeah.
It like snuck in there.
Anyway,
Oh,
let's
shit.
let Dave talk.
No, I just saw another voice that this girl does is Mio from My Happy Marriage.
Ooh.
It's so over.
My sad marriage.
My
Sad
marriage.
My
My marriage.
Marriage.
This is the marriage of all time.
The marriage.
Speaking
yeah.
of marriage. Oh, do we want to switch topics? No.
Oh, not yet, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, the lore's cool. The combat in it is still like a little going over my head a little bit, but that just comes with, playing
I
it.
mean, so did Genshin's for like 3 months until people finally
Yeah.
figured out how elemental reactions worked.
Mhm.
So,
Yep, 1.0 when everyone thought Bennett and Xingqiu were like B tier or
Bro.
C tier.
bro, remember when Zhang Ling was S plus tier DPS physical?
I want to
That's
find
what's
a
up.
1.0 tier list.
Bro, I've seen them. I'll
Okay.
pull one up.
I want
Just
to. I'm
watch-
looking right now.
Watch YouTube videos of Genshin tier lists from like 2020 and 2021.
Oh no, this is.
Those would be so fun to watch. now.
No,
Bro,
let me read this one. I
Xingqiu
just.
being so bottom.
I
is
let me
awful.
read this one. I just. S rank, Diluc, valid. Fischl, valid. Barbara. And
At the beginning of the
Chi-Chi.
game,
I mean, she was a good
at the
healer.
beginning of the game, valid. I'm not gonna lie.
And
At the
Chi-Chi.
beginning, kind of valid. Chi-Chi was broken, bro.
No,
Don't you remember physical Chi-Chi? That was a crazy time.
bro. I know
I had
we
Chi-Chi
don't
on
have our
all of my
we're not
teams.
sharing our cameras right now, but I'm side eyeing you right now.
You're cringing.
A rank is Venti, Mona, Xiao, and Jean.
Wait, Xiao's on this tier list?
Yeah, I guess they went off the CBT, whatever.
Talking ball.
Well, now we know it's some bullshit.
And
Man,
then-
some
wait.
CBT ass motherfuckers.
No, it gets worse though.
What do we
'Cause
got?
down in C tier we have Bennett, Lisa, Xingqiu, and Ningguang.
Benedict Xingqiu is wild.
And then D
That's
tier we have
crazy.
Amber, Noelle, Beto, and Sucrose. Which Amber belongs down there. Noelle before C6 kind of belongs down there, but Beto and Sucrose do not belong down there.
Definitely not. Sucrose and Beto both need to at least be in B tier, I think. I don't think they get A tier. Just
Anyway,
because,
Honkai Star Rail.
Yup.
Honky tonky.
But yeah, you're in Bellabog now, right?
I'm in
Your Reload
Bellabog.
6.
I'm in the underground. It's kind of a shithole. They do have a fight
Yup.
club, which we don't talk about. Sampo's
Yes, what's
kind
the
of
first rule?
annoying me. And I know he's supposed to be kind of like endearing, I guess,
Right.
maybe. But
No, he's not. That's
he's
why we
not.
call him Shampoo.
well, I thought we just call him
He's
Shampoo because
trash.
his name is basically Shampoo, and he looks like
Well,
he
I'd
uses a
call him
lot of it.
Sampo if he wasn't a piece of shit.
Uh, um, what else was I gonna say?
The underground is trashy and gross and terrible and
Yeah. I like the dynamic we have on the Astral Express, like
Mhm.
like March and Don Hong and Mom and Dad.
Yup.
They're nice. It's fun. I like the dynamic.
Welt and Himiko are great.
Mm-hmm.
I just like how they're these two absolutely overpowered motherfuckers who are just chilling on the Astral Express. And they're probably just watching us with cameras from above, being like, alright, if they put handcuffs on them, orbital cannon.
They're like helicopter parents, like ready to. They're like checking you on like one of those apps that tracks your kids, and you're like,
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah, let them have their fun. They're running from the cops. It's okay. As long as they get away, it's okay.
Oh, what I remembered to say is I got kind of lucky on my first few rolls.
Yes, you did.
Mhm.
That was absolutely crazy.
So on the beginner banner, I got what was their name?
You got Bronya.
Oh, Bronya. Yeah.
Hey
you got
yo,
Bronya.
guys.
On there.
You got Bronya.
And then I had a few rolls. I had like 13 rolls on
13
the
rolls,
actual
yep.
standard banner. And I got, was it exactly back to back? Or was it like one or two in between?
No, it was more. You had like 13 pity.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
Yeah, you
But
pulled all
still,
13 pulls.
very
'cause you got
low.
Bronya on this one. But yeah, he rolled 13 times on the standard banner, and he got another one.
What was the other one? Another Bronya?
Nope.
No, it was see now I still can't remember their names.
It was Jeopard.
Jeopard.
Gepard. Hey yo, those are
Gepard.
too good of the.
Jeopardy.
I mean, those are like I'd say Bronya's more of an end game support, but she's still really good early game because she's just broken. But Jeopard is insane
Bro, he can carry you through
in
everything.
early game. He will absolutely dominate most fights just by himself in the early game.
He's a shielder, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's absolutely disgusting as a shielder. When Genshin first came out, there were 3 shielders in the game. March was one of them,
Okay.
Jeopard, and then main character. And those were your only shielders. And main character shield is like 1/10 of your HP.
I didn't know
And-
they could shield.
And Jeopard's is like your entire HP bar.
Mm.
Think about March's shield and how it like covers your whole HP bar,
Yeah.
but like on all 4 of your characters.
Oh,
Yep. Yep.
interesting.
And you get it back enough, like within. Basically, you can have your shield up forever, because he gets his ult back enough.
Mm-hmm. See, that's the thing about preservation characters, which a lot of people kind of forget about, and it's what I was talking about with you yesterday, which is taunt value. Those preservation characters have a really high taunt value on enemies, so they just get attacked all the time, and you get 5 energy every time you get attacked. So, they get attacked 4 times, it's like you used your skill again. So, it gets kind of crazy.
Does he do a follow-up attack like March does if someone with a shield gets hit?
No follow-up attack, sadly.
Mm.
There is
That would
no
be kind of
follow-up attack
busted.
for him. However, he does have a debuff that he does. He has a debuff that he does with his skill. He has a chance to freeze enemies with his skill, just
Ooh.
by default. You don't have to break them for the freeze like you do with most ice characters. You just hit them, and you have a chance of freezing them.
Hmm.
And freeze is broken because it like skips their turn when
Yep.
they come up.
Yeah, I got frozen for the first time when I was fighting a boss like an hour ago, and I was like,
Mhm.
wait, this sucks.
Yeah.
My turn. Come.
I was like, wait,
Yeah.
let me play.
And I think I can speak for most people here when I say the fights in this game are not easy sometimes. Like,
Oh, yeah.
at all. There are some tough fucking fights in this game. It doesn't matter how good your characters are. It really doesn't. You will struggle and you will fucking die a few times in this game, which I love.
Unless
I
you have a
absolutely am
support
totally
character
fine
by
with
from Matt.
that. I mean, fair, but like, I don't even think you can do that for story, can
True.
you?
I don't think so. No.
But yeah, if you want to grind through some stuff, feel free to just, take my Black Swan or my Ron May and make all your characters OP.
Speaking of other characters, why don't you go a bit more in depth into Sparkle?
So yeah, we have Sparkle that came out yesterday. Actually, was it yesterday or was
Yeah.
it? Yeah, it was
yesterday.
So Sparkle came out yesterday, and a few of us pulled for her. A few of us not being me, because I've got another character I'm saving for 4 more weeks.
Is her weapon
got
worth
my-
it, by the way?
Sparkles, if you want it, it is absolutely her best weapon, 100%. It's not even close. And it absolutely is insane because
Okay.
it just gives 30 crit damage, and I'm pretty sure it gives your whole team 12 crit rate.
Oh, okay.
Let me just double check that I have all the light cones pulled up here. Sparkles light cone. Increase crit damage by 32%. While the wearer has mask, the wearer's allies have crit rate increased by 10% and crit damage increased by 28%. Never mind, it's 60% crit damage.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
And 10% crit rate.
So worth it?
Very much so. If you want her. Obviously, when it comes to Harmony light cones, there are a lot of good ones. So even the 4 stars are good for Harmony. So I wouldn't say it's necessary because Bronya's light cone can be used in place of it. It's pretty good. It's not
I
like
still don't have hers.
amazing. But you also have a couple other light cones that are sort of in the same vein. You've got like Dance Dance Dance, which is one of the best light cones in the entire game. Dance Dance Dance, what it does is it sends the actions forward for your entire team when your character uses an ultimate, and when it's at like the highest level, it puts everybody up by 24%, which is just like a quarter of a new turn for all of your characters instantly. So you're just skipping enemies' turns a lot with that.
Okay.
But when it comes to Sparkle specifically, because her crit damage scales her allies' crit damage really well, so 60% crit damage for her is
Worth
like you take 25% of that and you put it on an ally, right?
Yeah.
And then not just that, but the allies are also getting the 28% buff from her light cone, because her light cone is giving everyone on your team 10% crit rate and 28% crit damage. So that's flat across the board. And then Sparkle herself gains 60. And then you take 25% of that and tack it on top of the 28% for your allies. It's kind of broken. So, all in all, this light cone is insane. Would I recommend pulling for light cones in this game if you don't have, like, a guarantee or you're going for other characters? No. I do it pretty much all the time, even though I say that. So, I'm a complete hypocrite saying this because I pull for every character that I get light cone. And I have not been unlucky yet. So, Acheron, I'm coming. That light cone's gonna be mine.
Okay.
But yeah, I would, if you really like Sparkle, is it necessary? No. Is it going to be broken? Absolutely.
Okay.
Now, speaking of broken and unnecessary, Rob, you want to tell us how your night went last night?
Mm-hmm.
You sound so guilty.
So, I had a 23 pity from last time, and last time I pulled for Runmei, who was the last broken ass Harmony character that they released.
Yep.
Like, what, 2 months ago? Was it 2 months ago? Something
Yeah,
like
it was.
that.
It was
Like-
not that long ago.
like
It
2
was
months
less than
ago.
2 months ago, bro. I'm pretty sure. Actually, no. It was probably about 2 months ago. You're right.
Yeah. Like 2 months ago. Okay. And I won the 50-50 on Runmei, and then I did a single pull. I don't remember why. Honestly, I do not remember why I did this pull.
I do. I remember exactly why. Because
Why?
This is before you started saving, Rob.
Oh yeah, I guess it was. So yeah, I got Runmei, I won the 50-50, and I did a single pull because I have a gambling addiction. And my gambling addiction rewarded me 0 pity, E1 Runmei. So I got back-to-back Runmeis, I won the 50-50 back-to-back. then yesterday, 23 pity. After that, I did a 10 pull because for those of you who don't have a gambling addiction and play these games, on the first of the month, they reset this shop where and words are hard, with an in-game currency that you acquire by wishing or pulling or gambling or whatever. By acquiring this in-game currency, you can spend it on in-game items, or you can spend it to get some more pulls. And so, in order to get the last few pulls on my shop before it reset today, I needed to do some pulls. And so what we ended up deciding to do was, I forget how many I needed. I think it was like 5 or something, but we decided my pity's so low, just do a 10 pull. Worst thing that can happen is you get her, and that's not that bad.
No,
So
not at all.
I do a 10 pull, and I skip the animation because I'm like, I don't care. Nothing's going to happen. And then the animation comes up for a 5-star Harmony unit. And it's Sparkle. And Matt and I are like, oh shit. And then I click through
literally
it.
just said, that's a dub.
Yeah. And then I click through that, and then it comes up again. And we're like, and it comes through, and it's E1 Sparkle. So I have now won 4 50/50s in a row.
Yep.
And I have gotten 4 5-stars within the span of, I want to say, like 35 pulls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Ruanmeis were back to back.
Yeah.
And then the first Sparkle, I think, is at, what is that, like 28 pity. And then the second one is at 5 pity. And relative to the first Ruanmei, it's like 32 or 33 away.
That's absolutely absurd. That's actually just crazy. It's not looking good for Aventurine, but that's crazy.
Yeah. I'm over here like, I really want preservation units. Because
I mean, you'll have guaranteed.
The healers are kind of meh. And then the game's like, oh, sorry, did you want Harmony units? Like a fuck ton of Harmony units?
Yep. And
This
the
is
thing is,
Rob we're talking
Harmony
about.
Harmony units just don't hurt your account at all. So
I mean, Harmony units are great. They're really strong. But I still really need my preservation units. I need my units to live.
it's all right. We got 2 of them coming up. So all good. We got Fushuan and Aventurine likely coming up next patch. So we will hopefully be able to get you a preservation unit of some sort that's not Japard.
Real. I really hope I get Aventurine.
Oh, it's not that bad
I
though.
hope so too. No, it's not the
No.
not the Japard's bad at all.
It's just
That's
you
not
need
that's
another
not what
one?
we're saying. So when it comes to endgame, a lot of it is trying to see how much you can get away with without having any healing or shielding at all on your team. Because you just want to pump damage to see how fast you can clear, like the Memory of Chaos, or the
Pure Fiction.
the Pure Fiction, because it's all about
Especially
getting
when
your
you
damage
use
done.
Blade and Clara, who reward you for being hit.
Hurt. Yep. And for his team specifically, Japard just does not help Blade at all. If Blade has a shield, his passive doesn't even trigger.
Oof.
So he needs a character that doesn't give a shield, which is why Fushun is probably still the best character to get there. I would say if there was any character in Star Rail that is a must pull, like double S plus tier Zhongli of Honkai Star Rail pull, it's Fushun.
Real. She just makes it so none of your characters take any damage.
Mm-hmm.
They just eat all the damage without having a shield. It's like you get all the value of a shield protecting your characters, but any characters that want to be hit can still be hit.
Mm-hmm. And what I like about it is that it does still have a weakness, because Fushun's weakness is like dot damage and damage over time enemies. So when you get a lot of stacks of dot on you, Fushun just ends up getting one shot eventually. It happens in a simulated universe all the time to me. And I just like when characters aren't so omnipotent. Like they kind of did this to Zhongli in Genshin for a little bit with the wolves, but that ended pretty quick because I don't think they've released another character like that or another enemy like that since.
I think some of those like Abyss Knight dudes that they added in the Chasm might also do that.
Yeah, they might.
I don't remember.
I like the idea of shields or like, you know, protection characters not being omnipotent, like they kind of feel in Genshin and Star Rail. And in Star Rail, especially in Sim Universe, like you don't really see this outside of Sim Universe because the enemies don't get absurd like they do in that game mode in most regular content. But if you're in like Swarm 5 or Golden Gears, Conundrum 12, like the highest difficulty stuff, your characters are getting one shot left and right. And you have to like work on your builds, work on your like your strategizing, and I don't know. I find it fun, so that's why I'm always doing that shit.
I've yet to do that, so do not know your enjoyment.
But yeah, Sparkle.
I don't think I've finished the simulated universe, like first part of it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Would recommend. Swarm and Golden Gears are some of the best content I've played in Star Rail. They've been really fun.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for Star Rail. Dave, you want to tell us about the Genshin live stream?
Sure, I'll make this quick. There wasn't really that much crazy stuff except for like one thing, but I'll get into that. So the Genshin 4.5 live stream happened earlier, and with it talked about, or it announced the release of the new character Chiori, who is a Geo Sword character.
Love the Geo.
Yeah, she's really cool looking. This is her on screen right now. Thank you, Dustin. She has double swords, which I think is really, really cool. Her attack pattern is nice looking. The event Wish is Phase 1 Chiori and Arataki Ito, and Phase 2 is Nouvellette and Kazuha. And now there is something called the Chronicled Wish, which is a new type of wish banner whereby you get a pool of 6 characters, and I'll say which ones they are. There are 6 5-star characters, and you essentially roll for a character that you choose. So you choose which character you want to set your course for, and then if you get that character, awesome. If you don't, you're gonna get one of the other 5 characters that you didn't want, but the next character that you do get is gonna be the one that you chose. So it's basically like the weapon banner, except you only have one fate point. that you're gonna need to exhaust. And the characters are Eula, Mona, Albedo, Klee, Diluc, and Jean. And we also have 5-star weapons that are the same sort of wish system. Looks like there's 11 5-star weapons that you can choose from, one of which is the Hunter's Path, which I don't believe we've seen since Tighnari's limited character wish banner.
Yep.
And if you are not living under a rock, Tighnari is currently a standard wish, standard banner character, which means that his best in slot weapon has not shown up on the limited banner. So for anyone who wants to soup up their Tighnari or just wants a really good bow, because it just really is a good bow, you can get it now. Same thing, you chart your course, and it's a 50-50 whether you get it. It's the same sort of pity as you have on all the other banners. You get soft pity at 75 and hard pity at 90. Yeah, so they said that there's still information to be released about this, but that's like 95% of it, I think. Matt, Rob, what do you guys think of this?
So when it comes to the banner, there's things I like about it. There's things I really don't like about this new banner.
Okay.
And it's not, again, I think the banner's a great idea. I think they're definitely on the right track with it. I hate the fate point. I absolutely hate the fate point.
You think it should just be guaranteed you get it?
Well, think about it this way, Dave. How is the limited banner normally? 50-50, then a guarantee.
Yeah.
Here's the problem with the fate point. Let's say you get the fate point, you lose your 50-50. What happens when the banner resets? Your fate point goes away. Now you have a 50-50 again.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So if you don't have a stockpile of 180 pulls ready for the banner, you can't guarantee yourself the character or another character later down the line with this banner.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 every single time if you don't save up enough pulls. So that's what I really don't like about the banner. I do love the weapons. I love everything that they're doing with it. I think it's a great idea. I just think the fate point being there is a little bit scummy and it's kind of a little bit of a hey, if you don't get the character, you might want to spend a little bit so you can get them so that your fate point doesn't reset, sort of thing.
Right.
Instead of how it is on the limited banner, where it's if you lose your 50-50, it doesn't matter if the banner resets. You're still guaranteed your next 5-star character,
And it should be mentioned that these are that you're spending intertwined fates to do this, and not acquaint fates. So these are your normal, like, limited wish fates that you're spending on this alongside the regular limited character banners and limited weapon banners. So my recommendation, if anybody's watching and is wondering if you should pull on this banner, if you've got 180 pulls and there's a character you really want, go for it. I absolutely recommend going on this banner if you've got the pulls saved up and you are able to guarantee it for yourself. If not, wait for them to show up again on the limited banner. I don't think it's worth it otherwise. Rob, what are your thoughts?
That's my 2 cents.
Maybe this will help you. Albedo's one of the characters.
I know Albedo and Eula are on it.
Bro, I saw Song of Broken Pines and I went...
Just... I mean, I generally agree with what Matt was saying about how it works as a system.
Yeah. I think you remove like 80% of people's anguish with the whole wishing system in Genshin at all if you just make it that fate points don't reset after a banner, because That's
Yeah, I don't know why the
especially
fuck
on the
they
weapon
reset.
banner. Like the weapon banner
Well,
is just so
here's
bad.
the thing is, with the weapon banner, it's 2 fate points, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't even work the same way as the limited banner.
No.
This is 1 fate point. So what they're saying is, we're giving you this fate point thing instead of making it the regular 50-50 system that we have on our 2 other banners, right? So we have this system that's been working where you lose and then you win, or you win. It's a 50-50. You could win or you could lose, but if you lose, you're guaranteed to win the next time. Obviously, the weapon banner doesn't work that way, but the weapon banner has 2 fate points, right? So you got to lose twice in order to guarantee yourself a win. This banner works the same way, essentially, as the 2 main banners, the standard and the limited banner, right? Except they're sort of thrown in this thing that a lot of people pulling on these banners might not really recognize, which is the fate point, which is this is going to reset. And I think that's a little underhanded. I just think it's trying to trick people into spending money so they don't lose that fate point.
So you think that they're just trying to like pull one over on like unsuspecting players?
Money.
I absolutely think that's the case. Because
Interesting.
I don't think there's a necessity for this fate point other than doing that.
And doesn't
And-
it take intertwined fates?
Yeah.
Yes, it takes intertwined fates. So I'd just pull for either new characters or when this character comes around again. Unless you can guarantee it. Again, I think this banner's worth it if it's 180 pulls. If you got 180 pulls, fucking go for it. It's 100% worth it then. But-
Another thing that they had said was that the characters that will appear on this banner are characters that have had at least 3 banner reruns already and have not been on a limited banner in recent history. So it has to have been a while since they've done it, but it needs to be someone who's ran more than a few times already.
It also looks like they're doing it region specific. This is
Yeah, 'cause these
Mondstadt.
are all
Every
Mondstadt
character here is
characters.
Mondstadt.
Mhm.
That we'll probably get a Leeway one later on.
Yeah.
However, did they mention how long this banner lasts? Is this like a whole update banner? Is this Mondstadt banner going to be the entire update? Is this going to be
I think that's
half
gonna
and half
fall-
like Mondstadt and Leeway?
I think that's going to fall under the more information to come
Okay.
stuff. Because they really only spoke about this for like 2 or 3 minutes when they did speak about it. And Ether was just like, more information to come.
I think if they double the banner length, I'm a little bit more okay with it because it gives people more time to think about it, right? Before they
Yeah.
pull. I still don't think I'm okay with the fate point, but I don't think they're changing that. I think that's just their idea on how this is going to work. But I think that if it lasts for an entire update, it's a little bit better than what I was thinking it would be, which is
Yeah.
like it lasts the same as a normal banner.
Yeah. But in addition to the new Wish banner, of course Chiori has her signature weapon, Uraku Misugiri. It's very pretty looking. It goes with her aesthetic very well. She's gonna have her own story quest. Lynette's gonna have a hangout. There's gonna be events. I think there's an event where you mix potions together. You become like a little alchemist. There's a
Rob, it's your favorite event, except it's potions this time.
potion seller.
Hog.
You can give someone poison or some crazy.
Do not get me started on potion seller.
Potion seller. I need your most powerful potion.
I cannot handle my powerful potion.
There's another event with I think you literally just like take care of cats, like you feed and water and pet cats.
That I might come back for that event.
It's
I'm not even joking. I
the
think
name
that's
of
so
it
cute.
is Feline Fortress Furticy. And when I say Furticy, I mean like Odyssey, but instead of ah, it's fur. And it makes me uncomfortable looking at the way it's spelled. We have TCG stuff. We have, I think, this is called Rolling Crossfire. I think it's like a domain, combat domain thing, and some other events, and I believe there's a, what's it called? Overflowing Mastery at some point.
Gotcha.
And then of course there was the trailer for Chiori, which was cool, I guess. Is anyone here trying to pull for Chiori?
I like her. I don't have polls saved because I haven't played in a while, and I don't think I would pull for her over Arlecchino, who's probably next update. So I don't think I'll be pulling for Chiori.
Rob, Jax?
I would pull if I was playing the game. 100%. If I was playing the game, I would pull.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard her described as being essentially on-field albedo.
Yeah, that's very much what she's like.
And it's like, all right, you're speaking my language.
With albedo, I bet it's actually just geo numbers.
Yeah,
everywhere.
that is the shit. Is if I was playing, I'd fucking put them bitches together and just have a good ass fucking time. I'd be like, yes. Piss physical everywhere.
One thing I always find confused with these updates, I feel like TCG gets a big thing like every update. And I'm just wondering, do you know how many people play the TCG for
I don't have that
Genshin?
unlocked.
I've not heard anyone talk about it. Like I was
Because
into it for a while when it started, but then I like fell off like hard. Like
Well, I just don't think there's enough to it, right? There's not enough strategy involved, I guess.
I mean,
I don't
When it
know. I
comes
think
to
it was
the way it
pretty
is.
good.
when I played it felt
Design.
pretty solid.
It's just not what I'm playing the game for.
That's part of it.
And
I've heard the sentiment. I kind of agree with it. I think they should separate it. Two game clients. You got a TCG client. You got the Genshin client. And
Yeah.
separate them.
I mean, a
And if
lot
you
of
wanna
games
make
do
the
that, like
TCG
League and Runeterra.
If you want to make the TCG give rewards like Primo Gems to Genshin, go ahead and do it. The people who will play it will play it.
I
But
think there just might not be enough draw to the TCG by itself.
that's probably true too.
I kind of don't think the TCG has enough popularity to be a standalone game.
Well,
Like,
that's the thing is, I think it's more popular than I think it is.
I don't know. Like with
Because
League
it gets updated constantly.
and Runeterra, like League is such a huge game that they could get away with making like offshoots of their game that are not gonna be nearly as successful. It's like their little offshoots could, you know, have 5% of the success of League and still be profitable.
I mean, yeah, League is just massive.
Like if they just take a tiny little fraction of their players from League and spread them to their other projects, and then those projects draw in people who didn't initially play League, or maybe they liked League but they didn't like all of it. Like I've thought about and in the past I have gone back and played Runeterra but not regular League, because there's a lot of stuff I like about League design wise, but I just fucking hate that game. I cannot play that game. It's so bad for me. But shit like Runeterra or TFT or what Riot is working on, what Project L, the League based fighting game, shit looks fucking sick, because I love a lot of their designs, a lot of the stuff behind the game, just the gameplay can fuck off. And I just don't know if the Genshin TCG has enough draw
On its own.
or yeah, because it's like with Genshin, a big part of what brings people to the game and that keeps people playing is that it's a character collector game. And so people keep playing to collect these characters and to have the story. But League is like predominantly a PvP game with lore added on. It's, it's sauce. And so, like, if people like the lore and the design of the characters, you can pull them to these other games. But I don't know how much that applies to Genshin. Like, I don't know. I might be wrong. There may be a ton of people playing the TCG.
Well, the thing is, I think there
don't
has
know.
to be.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because they update it every single patch. Like, I don't think I've seen a patch in months where a TCG update hasn't happened.
I mean, since they made it a permanent thing, it would kind of look bad if they were just like, we're just gonna not, we're not gonna do that. Like, it looks bad. It looks like you're like,
I don't
what?
think
You're
so.
just junking this. You're like, GG, go next.
Well, I mean, I just don't think there has to be a TCG update every patch if nobody's playing it. Right. I mean, it's just like Destiny in a sense, which, I mean, this will kind of move us into the next topic. But with Destiny, they're like, let's talk about Gambit. Right, Jax?
I mean, do you think it's a good look that they don't update things regularly? Like,
they haven't updated Gambit in like ages.
And I'm sure that's not getting anyone else to play Gambit.
Well, that's the thing, right? Is that if nobody's playing it anyway, they're not gonna.
Yeah, but
they're not gonna update
I mean,
it.
if
for
they're
the
not
five
updating
people
it, they're definitely not gonna play it.
yeah, exactly. But I mean, I think people have to be playing the Genshin TCG because there's I think it's I mean I think that's awesome if they have some sort of other outlet that people play the game in, and I'm glad that they don't like lock a bunch of rewards behind it with every update to it, because obviously there's people like myself who don't really like. I played it for a while, I thought it was all right. It's not for me.
I don't even have it unlocked.
But I think it's cool. But moving into the next topic, Destiny 2. Holy fuck. I have heard some stuff in the past couple weeks that just blew my mind with Destiny 2. And I mean, for people who've been on the channel long, y'all probably know that anytime I talk about Destiny 2, it's almost never a good thing.
To talk shit about them.
Yeah, kind of. I kind of find it fun.
Oh, no.
But I mean, the thing is, there's always going to be a part of my soul that loves Destiny 2, because I absolutely love Destiny. Just the gameplay I think is fun. The abilities are always fun. But
It's the type of game that does not die from other games.
yeah, it's like World of Warcraft, and it's like Genshin in a sense, where the only people who can kill Genshin in World of Warcraft are themselves. There's not going to be a Genshin killer, there's not going to be a WoW killer, and there's never been a Destiny killer. The only people that can kill Destiny is themselves.
Bro,
And goddamn, they've been doing a good job of it.
Anthem was gonna do it before it released.
I think everyone did.
Before it released, right? Didn't it?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Destiny
Before
killer.
Oh,
it
yeah.
released, I really did think Anthem was gonna be it. There haven't been many games I've seen where I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a Destiny killer. To be fair, other than that, stint of time where I was playing it a ton, like a year ago or whatever, after I quit the first time, I don't think about Destiny that much. But that is like the one time I can think of where I saw a game and I'm like, that is what's gonna be the end of Destiny right there, is that game. And then wow, it flopped so fucking hard. That shit landed face first, knocked out every tooth in its mouth.
Actually got curb stomped before release.
By itself.
Yeah. It
It
full on fell forward and kicked itself in the back of the head on a curb.
Fucking face planted scorpion kicked itself in the back of the head. That. Anyway.
It wasn't even released yet. It was the pre-release.
Yep. Anyway, tell us about what's happening in Destiny.
So Destiny 2 has less than 25% of the pre-orders that Lightfall had last season, and currently has the lowest player count that it has ever had, ever, for the past 2 consecutive seasons.
For reference, Lightfall had about, I'd say, 2 million, 2.5-ish million pre-orders.
Yep, I think we're close to 400,000.
Yeah,
450,000.
the final
maybe?
shape only has like 400,000 pre-orders, which that's insane since this is literally the last major expansion for Destiny, and it only has that many people actually wanting to play it.
It's definitely crazy, especially because when you look at previous figures, you'll see that like the previous 3 expansions, all 3 of them had very similar pre-orders, amounts. Like they weren't like that different from each other. They were all close to 2 million, I believe.
I think Beyond Light was a lot higher though, just because it was like the newest one that came out.
Yeah. They definitely had some variance to them. Like I think Witch Queen was the lowest, which is surprising because Witch Queen was the best out of the 3 expansions, in my opinion. I think Beyond Light was cool with the stasis and everything. I love the Witch Queen story though.
Beyond Light was the worst time for Crucible.
I hate Stasis
That was the worst time.
I was saying that because I didn't know if you liked it or not, but I fucking hate Stasis.
But that slowed down the game by like 70%.
I hated every time I got frozen.
Yep.
Oh my god. And Shatter Dive, bro,
Shatter
that
Dive?
shit's still broken, like 2 years later.
Bro, that was
Fix
so
that
broken when
shit,
it first
dude.
came out. Oh my god.
Like, oh my god. But
And to kill everyone in like a 15-meter radius.
yeah, with literally no skill required. You just jump on them and they
You
die.
a grenade, you dive down the grenade, that's it. 2 inputs. 3 inputs.
And you kill 4 people. 5.
Yep.
You could kill a whole team with 2 inputs. But anyway,
Anyways.
the big point here is that Final Shape is just showing us how much faith Bungie has lost in the community surrounding Destiny 2. Especially this past year. There's been a lot of drama with Bungie. There's been a lot of layoffs, a lot of bad press for Bungie. And to be honest, it's kind of getting scary for Destiny 2 in general. Like, I think if the final shape doesn't perform as expected, I think Destiny's gone. And I don't think it's like a Bungie thing. I don't think it's like a... I think they may kill themselves with this expansion.
I mean, I think, yes, and it's also just, this is the last thing for the game, because I doubt
That's true,
it's
too.
going to happen, anything else is going to happen, like with Destiny 1. You can still play it, but like nothing happened anymore.
The thing is, I think they're planning more stuff because Destiny is still their only game right now. Right? There's no way they can't keep making content for Destiny. They absolutely have to because Marathon's not out till 2025. Right?
Yeah.
So, and that's their next game. So they only have Destiny 2.
Excuse me. Yeah.
And Destiny 2 is freaking struggling at this point. And if this expansion fails, like we already know about the contract with Sony now, where if they don't perform well, Sony could just take over their company.
Yep.
And if Sony takes over their company,
monopoly.
if Sony takes it over, I don't think Destiny exists anymore. I think they're just breaking up the teams, and their talent will be divided elsewhere.
Yeah.
Because they've just proven that Destiny can no longer exist with their management. I think this is really going to be the deciding point for the next, like, Bungie's existence.
Yeah.
Which is
Damn.
wild.
It's just also, this expansion got delayed as well. So then more people are like not even wanting to wait or even do that. So it's getting even less players to actually want to get it.
I just think it's crazy that a titan, I mean, Bungie is a titan in the gaming industry.
Mm-hmm.
They created Halo, they created Destiny. They have been around for so long, and they have made, I mean, Halo is one of the most well-known game franchises ever.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Obviously, they sold Halo, and Halo was sort of owned by Activision, whatever, when they were partnered with them. But either way, Halo's gone, and now they have Destiny. And Destiny was huge, too.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I just think it's crazy that this AAA Titan that's been there for so long is actually, like, in a way, putting itself one foot in the grave. And it can still step out. There is absolutely a possibility, and I pray to God that the final shape, because I'm going to be playing it. I want to finish my Destiny experience. I will absolutely be playing the final shape because I want to finish the story, and I'm praying that it gets me hooked again, because when it comes down to it, I don't want Destiny to fail. I find the problems with it funny sometimes, and the management of the game funny, but it's just, I don't want the game to fail, and I don't want Bungie to not exist anymore. But I think that's where they're headed.
Mm-hmm.
And they just really... And I watched an Astacross video, like, a couple days ago, which Astacross is an amazing content creator for Destiny.
But he grew so big over the years.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane.
And he pretty much said this, and I fully agree with it. Just fuck the balance. No offense. Fuck PvP for this update. Because they're the minority. You need to hook everyone with some fun weapons, with some absolutely amazing story content, and a great raid.
They need the horde mode, that's it. Just kill.
And that will rejuvenate the entire game. They just need to just say fuck it to the balance, give us a new Outbreak Perfected that just annihilates PvE enemies.
Give us the new Mountaintop and Recluse.
Yes,
just do
yes.
that. Just
bring them back.
The new.
Bring them back. Mountaintop and Recluse. I want them back, and I would actually be so hooked again if I could use those weapons again. It's not even funny.
PvE, amazing PvP.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's gonna have fun.
Just
make it easy for everyone to get, and then everyone will be playing.
Yeah, just break the balance, make the game fun. Obviously, some people find it fun, some people find it annoying. I guarantee you more people will find them fun than annoying.
Yeah.
Okay? So if you make a broken ass gun, you can always balance it 6 months down the line. Okay? There's no stopping you from doing that. But when you balance it, release something else that makes me interested. Because that's how it was for a while. That's kind of what it was with Recluse.
How long did it take for them to actually balance Recluse and Mountaintop?
The sunsetting.
That took forever.
When they sunset them, that was the only time they were bad. But and honestly, they're still good if you go and use them in like Vault of Glass and whatnot. I still go in and use them sometimes because it's just funny. Obviously, they have terrible perks now compared to some of the perks that are on weapons nowadays. But regardless, I just think that is honestly what the direction they should go in. Fuck the meta. Fuck fuck PvP for an update or two. Just go full on in PvE, raid, weapons, everything. Just send it. People will play the shit out of it if it's fun.
Yeah. I'm saying a horde mode would be like the perfect thing.
Absolutely. Just throw a bunch of Thrall at me. You know what the most fun thing that I remember doing in Destiny 2 is? Menagerie. It's not even a raid.
That's pretty good, yeah, because you can
Like,
just keep
Menagerie
farming.
was so much fun. You just sit there and kill Thrall mindlessly with a recluse for like an hour, and it never got boring.
Yeah. I mean, that might be a little boring, but like just
I don't know.
okay if there's like just a few bosses in between, they'd be fine.
Mm-hmm. Well, there were, right? Like
Yeah.
you had bosses, then you go back in.
Yeah.
But either way, I think that is what they need to rejuvenate Destiny 2. And I am hoping they do. Because I constantly sit here and I shit on the game, but most of those are just like jokes in a sense. And not really, but it's like as much as I don't like the state the game's in, I love the game. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I really, really, really hope that this isn't the end for Destiny.
I mean, how long do you think the final shape stuff will last? Like, how long is this next expansion cycle?
Well, I think the final shape is the end of the story. I think the episodes are what's after that, right? So, I mean, even once final shape is over, there's still another hurdle they have to get over, right? And that's how are they going to get us interested in what's to come
Yeah.
next?
Yeah. How did
Right.
Destiny 1 end?
SIBO.
Oh yeah, it took
there
over
wasn't-
everything.
No, it didn't really take over. We killed Axis and it was over.
Oh.
That was the end of the story. We just beat the raid.
Okay.
And wasn't a bad thing. Obviously, like there doesn't need to be, right?
Yeah.
There doesn't need to be an end of the story.
I
for
forgot.
it.
How did D2 start? It's been ages.
Gaul
When he
and
just
the
took over.
Legion,
That has no
he just
continuation.
No, it doesn't. It was fucking stupid. That entire first story was stupid. That's why
The thing is,
the
you
game
can't play it
flopped
anymore.
when it came out.
I'm blessed to have played it.
You've been blessed by the
Although
timing
I will say, the marketing for Destiny 2 was hilarious. I'm sorry, Cade. Every commercial with Cade in it, I watched
yeah.
on repeat for like hours. I would just sit there and just watch Cade go. What was his name? Gary. Something with a G.
Yeah.
I would sit there for hours and just watch those trailers for it.
Mhm.
It's kind of like what I do with Genshin and Honkai Star Rail right now. I just watch those trailers for hours.
Oh yeah. Especially the new Sparkle trailer. That was pretty cool.
Okay. So I haven't spoken
In
like an
like an
hour.
hour.
Yeah, welcome back,
So-
Dustin.
Yeah, I was gone for like 5 minutes getting water, and apparently there's like ants or something in our water now. Great. But other than that,
Oh, what is happening in your
I don't know.
apartment?
Our place is getting destroyed.
I'm gonna rest my voice because I've been talking I think more in this
Yeah.
live stream than I've ever spoken in any in any podcast we've had ever. So, goddamn.
So I wanted to bring in some gaming and anime news. So we're gonna do a whole segment on that because there's a lot of shit that happened this week. So
Alright.
Yep.
first
Wait,
off, we'll do gaming first. On the gaming side of things, PlayStation is laying off 900 people, and they are closing their London studio pretty much.
Rip PlayStation 6.
Damn.
What?
It
God
is,
dang, man.
yeah. So,
The
The
reason
layoffs
why?
is wild. Like,
they said that during COVID they increased their sizes, and then now they're downsizing back because everything is going back to normal.
Expensive.
makes sense. Makes sense, actually.
But basically it says the decision will affect all employees across several PlayStation studios, including North and South America, Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and the Asia Pacific region. Sony's London studio will close for good, and in Japan, they will implement a next career support program. So that's interesting. So there is that. So PlayStation's fucking not killing people, but I wanted to say killing people. PlayStation is killing people's futures. Next off, Epic's Games was apparently hacked.
What?
So,
Bro, what's going on?
yeah. So a ransomware gang called Mogilevic, I think that's the name. Basically, quietly hacked them and then posted on their site. And they're basically had data compromising, so email passwords, full names, payment information, source code, and other data. About 189 gigs of data, and it is for sale for $15,000.
Nice.
And so currently Epic Games said that they don't know if it's legitimate or not, and the place Moglevic has not contacted them for proof, but basically Moglevic made a Twitter response, and they said they need proof of funds before they show their proof. So they don't have to send funds yet, but they just want to show that they have proof, right, of having money. And then a Moglevic spokesperson said, and this is a quote, "For clueless and retarded journalists, I'd like to tell you that we're not asking Epic Games for $15,000 ransom. That's the price that's going to sell. For those who are even more jerks, I would like to say that the evidence is private to minimize scams. People could use the samples to impersonate my group. That's why we show the evidence to people that prove they really have the money to afford it. So do you think it's fake? Send me a proof of funds of $15,000 and you will see." End quote. So.
What a fucking moron. What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So. And then, yeah. So, we'll see. But Epic Games, they don't know if it's legitimate or not, and at this point, they're still trying to figure it out if there was a breach. So they're doing that.
I don't know. That sounds like some bullshit to me. I'd like to see proof.
Yeah. Next, Pokemon had a big thing. They had a Pokemon Presents on Pokemon Day, which was on the 27th of February.
Just the number of times you said Pokemon in one sentence.
Yeah.
New games?
Yes, new games.
Yep.
So,
Is it actually
a new Pokemon Legends game, like Arceus. It's called Z2A, like Z-A. And it's taking place in, I think, Lumiose City from X and Y.
Yeah, I think so. Like France or
Mega
something.
Evolve.
France-ish.
Yeah, so, and then Mega
Lumiose
Evolutions
City.
is pretty much confirmed at this point. So,
I like
yeah.
Mega Evolutions. Okay.
so I think,
They have my attention.
yeah. So that's going to be 2025, I believe that's coming out. They're also doing a Pokemon trading card game Pocket Edition on your phone. So you'll get packs and stuff, you can open it, and then you can have simplified trading card battles using your phone.
Oh, so it's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
And that's
You
coming
should
this
sue
year. They're adding more raid battles to Scarlet and Violet, and Pokemon Go is doing a collaborations with Pokemon Horizons, the series.
Oh yeah. Pokemon Go.
More sync pairs in Pokemon Masters X, and then in Pokemon Unite, more fucking Pokemon. In Pokemon Sleep, they're adding Raikou. And yeah, so they have that.
Okay.
So that's on Pokemon, and then
Speaking
finally,
of Pokemon and suing people, Nintendo is suing Yuzu, which I honestly am guessing that Dustin is the only one that knows what Yuzu is.
I only know because I read up what it was.
There you go. Anybody else?
Yeah, I got no clue. No
Yeah,
clue.
so Yuzu is like a platform for a Nintendo Switch emulator.
Oh, I did hear about this actually.
Yeah. and they're essentially suing them for like piracy and for, I think, some shit to do with like breaking encryption on Switch games in order to emulate them and or whatnot. And yeah, they're basically suing them with like for I think like $150,000, and they want them to shut down operations.
For quote piracy at a colossal scale.
Yeah. And I think a big part of Nintendo's issue, aside from, you know, all the shit that Yuzu supports emulating, was the emulation of Tears of the Kingdom, like, leaked game content before the game released. I think that had Nintendo very, very angry. So we'll see.
Playing that before it got released.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that situation develops, and we'll probably talk about it again in the future. But all I will say is I love One Piece.
1-5.
One Piece.
Anyway, Dustin, you had some
Yeah, I had
anime
more.
news.
Yeah, so some anime news. One Punch Man got a season 3 trailer.
It's about time.
And it's still JC staff.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, JC Staff did a decent job with season 2. I don't think they did a bad
That
job.
season 2 was kind of mid,
I
but
thought it was alright.
it was
Mid.
it was alright, but it looks alright, at least from what they're showing in the trailer. But there's no date yet, so we have that. And then Konosuba season
Let's
3,
fucking go.
April 10th. And they released a PV, which I haven't watched because of spoilers, but people are already doing memes about it. So, yeah.
Oh, I
But finally,
can't
we have
wait.
we have a date. I am excited. I am glad. I just rewatched season 1 and 2 with one of my friends who hasn't watched it, and we have to watch the movie soon. And then the spinoff. But yes, fucking finally, it's happening.
Yeah, it's been like, what, 4 years since season 2, probably?
Yeah, it's been crazy. Yeah. And then other anime news. So we have 2 wife anime adaptions. One, Rob, why don't you say it?
Yeah, so I was a little surprised to see this. I forget where I initially heard about this manga. I was either scrolling through manga stores, like Crunchyroll or whatever, or I saw it on TikTok or something. It's called My Wife Has No Emotion. And it is about a, like, I think the term they usually use is like a salaryman. So like a businessman type guy working in Japan who decides he's going to marry his housekeeper robot. Hence
That was
why
my
she has
first
no
guess.
emotion. Because she is a robot and not
She's a fucking robot.
a human being.
Okay.
Perfect.
Bro got a little bit too into the VR.
Bro watched her and wanted more.
And I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know anything about it. I haven't read it. I'm pretty sure it was when I was scrolling like Crunchyroll or some other manga store. The cover art, it looks cute. Like, a lot of the cover arts, I'm like, wow, that looks like a really cute series. So I am planning to watch this whenever the fuck it comes out. Yeah, that one. Why did you pair your title?
I
Dustin
pressed
just
the wrong
sent
copy paste.
the The first volume cover of My Wife Has No Emotion, but he paired it with the title of the other series that he's about to talk about, and then when he talks about that, you're going to find out why I was yelling at him. But yeah, there is one of the other covers, which I feel like demonstrates more of like, oh, that looks kind of cute. This one also, except it's might be a little harder to tell what the fuck is going on. But I'm like, oh, that looks cute. So, yeah. I will probably be watching that. In fact, I might even make some time to read it before it airs. We will see.
Yeah, so the other one, and prepare your ears. It's called If My Wife Becomes an Elementary School Student. So, kind of sus title.
Gotta call
I
the
have
cops.
Have not read it.
Dust.
What?
Gotta call
Yeah,
the
you're
cops
calling the
on
cops.
you.
Yeah, call the cops.
The
Anyway,
allegations.
it's about a guy's whose wife dies, and he's in a lot of grief about it, and then she gets reincarnated, and she is now, of course, an elementary school student, and from shock factor, but I was reading comments about it, and they were saying it's mostly about the tale of the husband trying to get over his wife, and of course, her as a student trying to help him get over her
Herself.
like, I guess the passing or something. I don't know, because obviously he can't be in a relationship with an elementary school student. So yeah. Yeah, but apparently it's a really good manga, at least, and the title was made to be like that for shock value, just to get people to read it. So, yeah. But it's not really as it seems.
I don't think that's a good title for shock value.
I mean,
Well,
for
exactly.
shock value, it's a good fucking title, because we're sitting here talking about it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's doing its
I mean,
job.
You have this, and this
I don't
is
know, man.
worse than I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, because that's also like a shock value title. So,
I think this is better, because at least, like, I read it, and I understand something. No, I understand something. What the fuck do I understand with I want to eat your pancreas? What the fuck is that?
I mean, Rob, I think
Consumption.
it's pretty straightforward. Okay?
Of the organ.
I want to eat your pancreas.
Okay. But
It means
it's
what it means.
explained in the movie that it's like a figurative language.
Well,
At least
that's-
this isn't figurative
No, she literally
language.
wants to eat his organs.
What do you mean, dude?
They literally go
She wants-
to like a yakitori
A butcher
place,
shop.
and she says
They
that she
rip out
loves
his pancreas.
she loves to eat organs. She did say this.
yummy.
Mm.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Love that.
Right.
Rat?
Just-
Say rat? Why is that the first thing that comes to your mind?
It reminds me of what Rob said at the AFO.
Let's not talk about that.
Yummy,
What do you
yummy,
say?
yummy.
Let's not talk.
Oh my god.
is that what you think of?
What is he talking about? Oh man.
I don't remember this.
You remember?
He doesn't.
You
remember.
know,
No.
we were playing Cards Against Humanity.
Let's not talk about it.
I'm stupid.
How do you not?
I don't remember
It's
this.
crazy.
There's no way, Dustin.
As soon as somebody says the whole thing, he's gonna remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember us playing Cards Against Humanity, but I don't remember that.
I don't know if I want to say that on the podcast.
I can cut it out. I can cut it out. Here, just everyone.
Yep.
Oh, he put it in chat. There we go.
Yeah, I see it. I still don't remember him saying it though.
You
Really?
What?
No.
crazy.
That
he was
is
asleep
crazy.
or something. I don't know.
No,
That's
no, he was
crazy.
there. He was there.
I don't. Well, guys, my memory is like shot.
I
You
know a couple
this.
people were falling asleep during that game.
My memory is shot, so I don't know.
We should do a podcast where we just play that. That'd be fun.
That'd
no,
be fun.
that would. No, you know what we should do? We'll play fucking Uno Infinity or whatever.
No, that shit takes forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit's as
play-
long as Monopoly.
I was gonna say we'll play Monopoly.
Well, I
No.
mean, Uno Infinity.
Oh yeah, that's a horrible idea.
Not Uno Infinity. It's different.
It's
Okay.
different.
It's different, and I want you guys to play it. I haven't played it,
With your Xbox.
but it looks, huh?
It comes
Yeah,
free with your
it's
Xbox.
on your Xbox.
It comes for you have Uno.
You have Uno. Yeah. So, 2 wife animes coming out. Yeah, great.
Our Wi-Fi just sucks. I would be like running in
What's-
place, or I would see Jax or Jerry running in place. I'd be like, God damn it, I'm about to get kicked from the game again. 2 seconds later, I'm kicked from the game again.
Yeah. Just get that 50-foot
No.
Ethernet cord, man.
No.
He refuses.
He's so stubborn, bro.
Okay, how much is
Does
how
it-
much is it?
No.
It literally costs like nothing. I have
it's
one.
not a money
It was-
thing.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not
literally
putting-
just a stubborn fuck.
It's not. It's
50
not being stubborn.
foot
Do you know how fucking stupid it is to
Ethernet
have a
cord.
giant cord go through your house just so you can have
Yes,
Wi-Fi?
I have
only-
one.
You live by yourself.
$12,
I live with
$13.
Dustin, and I
I've
have
had-
people
dude.
over.
I had it when I didn't live by myself. It was not a problem.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I
sure
think
we had it
people-
at the apartment
People
too.
will understand if you're like, our internet sucks. I need this cable.
I
don't
had it
think
when
people will
I
get mad.
lived with 2 other people. So 3 people, and they, at least one of them, regularly had people over, and I regularly had people over. It was never a fucking problem.
Just hide it behind the baseboards.
You don't even need to fucking
Yeah.
hide it. It's
No.
just a wire.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
a
you could just
single
unplug it when people are
solitary
coming. If you know people are
wire.
coming. Takes,
It's
like,
not a
10
big
seconds.
deal.
Yeah.
I've lived with multiple people while I've had it running through the fucking place. Nobody had a fucking problem. It's just a single fucking wire, and it sits there. That's it.
Yeah, if anything, we
Yeah.
could always like,
Yeah.
you know, put it on like I don't know, like the corners of the ceiling or something. So it's not
Really,
like,
if you're really worried about it, you could fucking do that.
I mean,
Yeah.
if I
But
do
I'm
end up
telling
doing it,
you-
it would need to be something like that, because the way that our apartment is designed, it would need to go like across my room, and I can't like describe the geometry of our apartment right now, but it's
it'd have
It's,
to make
it's a
right
rectangle.
angle.
It's an H basically.
Yeah, it's an H.
Because you got the whole long area for the
I'm telling
kitchen.
you, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. If you
Yeah,
ever
I mean,
fucking
if-
cave and do it, you're gonna be so fucking mad
Yeah.
that you didn't do it sooner. You're gonna be like, wow, it's not a big deal.
Do you have an extender that has an Ethernet port on it?
an extender.
Yeah, like a satellite for your router.
Well, I thought I did, but it doesn't really work, I guess.
Because I have a satellite that has the Ethernet port that I use my Ethernet connection to.
They have
Maybe,
like
maybe,
Ethernet
I
that
don't
goes
know.
through the power cables on the wall. I know my friend Robert has not Rob here. My other friend Rob can.
Rob 2.
Yeah. Well,
Rob
technically he's
Coates.
Rob 1 for me. This is Rob 2. Sorry, Rob.
On
Sorry,
fucking
Rob.
MC's server, there's another Rob, and his username is literally Rob Prime.
Shit.
And
I mean, okay.
so everybody calls him Rob, and it takes me so much fucking effort to ignore when people say Rob when I'm on that server and we're both in the call. I'm like, motherfucker. And it, you know, my Baldur's Gate group I play with on Wednesdays, he's in it.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
Oh.
for a while, that gave me fucking brain rot all the time. Someone would be like, hey Robin, I'd be like, yes, and they're like, no, him, and I'm like, I'm
No,
Rob. And they're like,
I'm
no,
Rob.
you're RB.
You're RB.
Because I fucking made my username RB. So
Did it
everybody
to
on that
yourself.
server calls me RB.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes. Rob 1. I don't even know what we're talking about right now.
I was
other
saying
than
he
goddamn wires.
he can get like basically an internet extension through his like power line through his house or something like that. I don't know.
Mhm.
They did something, but it's possible too. Like there's some thing you can attachment or something.
The satellite just might be better though.
Maybe.
Or just
Yeah.
make
Problem is we have like a
the
bunch of walls in
uncomplicated and
between.
buy a fucking wire.
Well, even if you have the walls, it shouldn't be that much of an issue.
Yeah, guess so.
like-
It's a wire.
Yeah, but honestly, just get the fucking cable. And,
Do it.
and if
Peer
you really
pressure.
need to, if you're really worried about how it looks, just unplug it if you know people are coming over. I mean, 90% of the time, the people that come over are like friends, and then occasionally, you know, a family member. But like, I don't think they're gonna care.
Oh, good. I was gonna
I
invite
don't-
my enemies over.
No, my man's worried about making a good impression on foreign heads of state. They're like,
Yeah.
loose
God, yeah.
wires running on the
The
floor.
queen is coming over. Oh wait, she's dead.
Unacceptable.
The king's coming over. Oh wait, he's dying.
Oh, no,
The
and
prince
then
is
the
coming
queen.
over.
Yes, cancer.
Like,
Fuck. Wait, the prince?
unless you plan on
Yeah.
like
rumors.
the
Yeah.
only scenario I can see that
You trip
this
on it and
presenting a
die.
fucking problem is if you have a fucking pet rabbit
Or any pet.
or rabbit specifically.
Oh.
Or you regularly invite over somebody who
It's clumsy.
is physically disabled and has a wheelchair or a walker or something. Other than
Or some-
that,
Yeah.
get the fucking wire, dude.
I agree. Get the fucking wire.
Yeah, man. Get the
When did
wire.
this-
Next
Get
episode's
the
gonna
wire.
be
Get the
he
wire.
caved again.
Get the-
I don't like that like
He's caving.
these last episodes have just been like Dave doesn't know shit about Pokemon. Dave caved for Honkai. Dave got a fucking why is it all about me?
Just the support.
Dave's the problem. Degen Z.
We're
member.
we're improving Dave's quality of life. We're teaching him
Yeah.
about Pokemon. We're introducing him to the better Ho-Yo game.
He's
And now
becoming a
we're
true
making him buy an
degenerate.
Ethernet cable so his connection can be good.
He needs to watch his porn at 4K, 60 FPS. get the fucking Ethernet.
Okay, wait. And
He's got to be
Dave,
able to
remind-
download
wait,
his
wait,
HD
Dave,
hentai at extreme speeds.
Dave, remind me, have you watched Avatar: The Last Airbender?
No.
No.
Okay,
Bruh,
we got
okay.
and then listen.
Next
Next
week.
week we're gonna yell at him about that, and so it'll be the
Are we putting that in-
the
I
improving
have to
Dave's
watch it.
quality
This
of
is-
life
thi-
arc.
This entire
Leave me alone!
podcast is just this entire podcast series is going to be renamed to Dave's first time.
No.
Context.
No.
Oh fuck.
So we got what?
You
Avatar,
guys.
Last Airbender next week. What's the one after?
We'll figure it out.
A week by week type of thing.
Full Metal Alchemist, I guess. I don't know.
Real. That's gonna be a fucking 2-for-1 ep because we gotta make Matt watch it too.
True. I mean, I watched the original. I just haven't watched Brotherhood.
Yes.
I feel like I have no control of my own life.
Nope.
I gotta watch season 2 of DXD.
Bro, you're a teacher. Of course you have no control.
Fair fuck.
No
Nope.
control at work and no control at home.
Real.
Oh no.
Coming to bed, hun? Yes, dear. Oh god. Let's get
alright.
back on one of these topics, please.
All right.
Let's get the
It's
heat
the $1
off me.
billion
It's only
$1 billion
$12.
donation. Jax.
Yeah, what?
Yeah. What's up?
So old woman lady, Dr. Ruth Gottsman, friend with
Did you say God's
Warren
man?
Buffett. Gottsman.
Oh, okay.
Damn,
She
Gottsman.
donated $1 billion to the Albert Einstein College of Medicine in New York.
Did they clap?
That lady, I saw that.
And
They-
I don't know, well, probably because she made tuition free for all students.
And everyone clapped.
Yeah.
No, they fucking did.
Like, it was
For
a
the-
standing
for the
ovation
medical
and
school.
everything. Yeah.
And that man, Albert Einstein.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. But yeah. She made a $1 billion donation. And yeah, it's just
Wow.
to have that much money and then just give it away. Nice.
Nice.
But if you guys had $1 billion, where would you donate it to?
A million or a
A
billion?
billion. B.
Do I have to donate it?
Yes.
Because I'm a selfish
This
ass motherfucker.
motherfucker.
Do I have to donate?
Yes.
Fuck.
Can I donate it to my index fund?
No.
No. I'd probably.
Probably something.
I don't know.
Something for climate research or something.
Maybe science research for me. Yeah, as well.
Probably like cancer research or something, yeah. I'd probably do the same thing.
I would donate to space exploration stuff.
Yeah, some science.
So we can get to a new planet, because our planet's dying.
And if I do,
Let's just stop killing this
I would-
one.
I would donate it to world peace.
Wow.
wow.
That ain't happening.
Total-
Yeah, the book
total
closes like
fashion.
that's ever gonna happen.
Total fashion contest answer. I would donate it to world peace.
We
Wow,
have
you're
the
so
fashion
brave.
contest answer
To
and the
all
dressing
the-
room answer. We have. I would donate to world peace and the. Do I have to donate it?
I'm gonna donate to the hentai fund. Oh, what's hentai?
Why do you keep
It's
bringing
art.
up porn
It's
and
art.
hentai?
yeah.
Yeah, I want to donate it to world peace in all the states in America, like Africa and China.
And
Canada.
Arkansas.
Just donate it to Somalia.
Oh, I went there this weekend. It was great.
They killed me.
Okay. But yeah, it was just cool just to see one of the largest ever
Donations.
donations.
And what is her job again? Like, why is she rich?
She
money.
was, well, she was on the board for whatever the school board for that. But basically her husband was friends with Warren Buffett.
Oh wow.
That'll do it.
Yep. And was an early investor for Berkshire Hathaway.
That'll do it too.
Yep. So that's why she's rich.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
You know, it'd be even
Invested.
better if she did it anonymously.
Nah. She did it right.
That-
She
yeah.
stood on the podium and everything's like, I shall give you $1 billion.
Bro,
Still.
I'm sorry. This lady and her husband were. I want y'all to guess how long she's married to this man.
1 billion years.
2 years.
86 years.
It's been
93
It's been
years.
84 years.
Am I gonna
You
get
missed
a
out on a
single
bunch of
real answer?
How about 60 years?
69
I say
years.
45.
420 months.
72 years.
Jesus.
And 93 isn't realistic?
She is 93.
Oh.
So no, it's not.
Yeah, maybe in like the 1000s, maybe.
Fine.
So what is that? She got married when she was what? Now what?
20.
93, 72,
20.
21.
Ugh.
Damn. You know my grandma's 99?
I don't
Wow.
have
How
one.
crazy is that?
Mazel tov.
Jackson, what
I-
did you say?
I don't have one.
I also don't have one.
I don't have one. I have two.
I
I have
do.
three, actually.
Yeah, what the
My
I
hell?
grandma
have
blows
zero.
my mind.
Checkmate, liberal.
0.
I have three,
She
but one of them
still-
I don't really ever see. Well, I haven't seen.
My grandma blows my mind. She still lives on her own. She still
Damn.
does everything for herself.
Mine
At
too,
99.
but she's not 99.
That's fucking
Wild.
insane.
You should make a YouTube channel.
She's gonna live to like
Yeah.
130.
That's actually nuts that she lives by herself and does
I don't
everything
think I'd
herself.
want to live that long.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, bro, if you're kicking it at 99, fuck it.
What,
Yeah, I
if you're
guess.
doing everything
why
yourself,
are you kicking her at 99?
I'll kick her when she's
you're
109.
kicking it.
Rob's a grandma kicking person.
Rob, why would you
Kicking.
kick
Bro.
his
Someone said
grandma?
kicking.
I have not had a living grandmother since 2005.
You kicked her to death?
Yeah! And then her ghost tried to burn my house down.
So you committed
No, you
arson?
shouldn't have kicked her.
Tried to do a
No,
background
my
check
gran-
on Rob.
No, I prevented arson. My fucking dead grandmother tried to commit arson.
But she's dead. How can she commit it?
Because at her funeral we got a memorial candle and it was supposed to burn for like a week or something, and we had it burning
Near a drape.
in our kitchen, I think by the sink, and it started cooking the fucking windowsill. And I was like 4 or 5 years old, I forget.
That's wild.
But I went in the
Candle?
yeah, I went in the kitchen and I saw the candle cooking the windowsill. I'm like, ooh, that's not
Ooh,
good.
that's not supposed
And
to
I
happen.
and I fucking went upstairs and I'm like, Mom, the candle's burning the window. And she's like,
Mom.
what? So yeah, I prevented my vengeful dead grandmother's spirit from burning our house down.
What if she had a good reason though?
Or if your
She
house was
didn't. She was a
cursed.
bitch.
Oh. So why did you burn it for a fucking week if she was a bitch?
Cause I didn't fucking decide what we were doing with the candle.
I mean, you're taking care of the
Frankly, in retrospect, I don't know why we were burning the candle.
I've never heard of that for like a week. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Burning
Okay.
the memories away.
candle. Goodbye, memories.
Goodbye,
Bye.
Grandma. I'm
The
sorry I
candle
ever
burned
kicked
hotter
you.
than the flames of hell.
Oh, I lied. Maybe it wasn't a week, but whatever.
It's kind of crazy. That must be a very big candle.
It was. I mean, it was a long candle. I remember that.
All right, Jax. Who the hell is Bridget Mendler?
You don't know Bridget Mendler?
You don't know
No.
who that is? Good
No.
luck, Charlie?
Everybody jumping on.
I
his
never watched
ass.
that show.
Bruh, you have not watched any Disney Channel
I
stuff?
mean,
Bro, I watched fucking
She
Wizards
wasn't
of Waverly
only in Good Luck
Place.
Charlie though.
She was on
Okay,
Wizards of
like
Waverly
Lemonade
Place.
Mouth. she was on that
She
too,
was
yeah.
on Wizards of Waverly Place.
I watched. Who was she? I don't know. Who was she?
She was the brother's girlfriend, vampire girlfriend.
Yeah.
God, that's been such a long time. I don't remember that shit.
Yeah, she was on everything for a while.
She's
She was
also a
good.
singer.
Yeah,
she
she was
also
good.
had like songs.
Okay.
Like,
Anyway, what's going on with her, Jax?
oh, she is like her resume is insane.
How so?
She went from the what's it called, child started like Disney, to like getting her what is it? I just had it. Where is it?
I have it. I have an article pulled
Yeah,
up
like a
right here.
doctorate or
Bridget
something?
Mendler, former Disney actor turned space startup CEO.
Huh?
That's crazy.
Yeah, she went. She was an actress, a singer, a lawyer, and now a CEO.
That's
She has
whack.
a doctorate of law, her PhD, and now she's CEO of startup for a space company.
She has a PhD?
Yeah.
And a JD.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like,
Good
I
for
mean,
her, dude.
most
I always liked
child
her.
stars for
That
Disney
is
stars are like not
crazy.
that like
Yeah,
successful in life.
Usually they're fucked.
Yeah.
Good.
But like it's
I always
crazy
liked her.
that she was able to do all of that. And
Yeah,
like
good for her, but damn, she must be tired.
Evidently not, because she's just fucking
she's just
doing all this
it.
shit. If
telling
I
you,
was
one day she's
tired,
just gonna
I'd be
crash.
taking my fucking Disney money and fucking off.
She's gonna crash one day. She's gonna fucking
Investors have
She's
already thrown
evidently
6
gonna
point-
crash a lot later than most Disney child actors.
She's kind of
Yeah.
she's kind of
She's
made herself a
still
safety
fucking
net by getting a
cooking.
fucking PhD.
Investors
And a
have already
JD,
thrown
and an
$6.3
MS.
million in funding the company.
That's a lot.
Bro.
Is that a lot? That doesn't sound like a lot to me.
I mean,
I am
for a
Dustin.
startup
Being
company,
company, that doesn't
I
sound
am
like
Dustin.
a lot.
I'm gonna have the opposite opinion of everything.
No, I'm just saying for like a space company, that shit's gonna be a lot more money than that.
Oh, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the ground. Like, they haven't even. Like, it just started up. That's the
Oh,
thing.
okay, all right. Was it like this week or something?
literally last week.
Yeah, I have
Okay,
this
yeah,
article
okay.
on the
For
22nd
now, yeah, that's
of
good.
February.
I mean, it's like already been a couple months or something.
Yeah, it's like last week. But it's
Alright.
like she's just like done so much crazy stuff, and it's I don't know. It's just interesting to see that just going from like Disney Channel stuff to that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Good for her, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like saying Phil from the future like won a lottery.
Oh, we can talk about.
You guys remember that
future.
show?
Yes.
Phil from the future. He had like the talking house or something. The fuck? I don't
No
even
idea
remember.
what you're talking about.
I also don't know what he's talking about.
You mean Phil of the future?
Is it?
It
No, it's
doesn't
Phil
help
from the
me.
future.
I still don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I'm literally looking at Google image results. I don't know what the fuck this is. By all right, I should.
Yeah, I don't actually know what this is.
Oh, I remember that.
Phil of the future? No.
Yeah, it was on Disney Plus. It's on Disney.
Who the fuck is this?
What is happening? We literally just flipped the situation, everyone. You don't know who Bridget Mendler is? Then the fuck is Phil of the future?
We don't know him because he's
First
from the
episode was
future.
in 2004.
I've never heard of it. That's like one of the one shows I do not remember.
Okay, but do you remember Dog with the Blog?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stan the dog.
I
That
watched
one's-
like
that
one
one's more
episode
recent.
of it. Oh my
I also
god.
have.
What else?
What the fuck is this?
We're all about to.
What
we're all,
is?
we're all about to get like Mandela affected by all these shows.
What is this?
What's what?
Dog? What is dog with a blog?
Oh,
What the
come
fuck
on,
is
now
this?
Oh, God.
It's a,
Come
it's
on!
a talking dog that has a blog about
Yeah.
his life as a talking dog.
No, don't fucking gaslight me. I've never
real.
fucking heard of
Real.
this in my life.
I will gaslight you, but it's not on this show. This was
I don't even recognize a single fucking person
What?
from this show.
Wait, not even the little girl? I feel like she was on everything.
The blonde
The
girl.
little girl?
The blonde
What, the
girl?
redhead?
Like, no,
The blonde one.
the blind girl.
Oh, I recognize her. But not from this show. But I think I recognize her. Yeah.
Genevieve.
What the fuck?
Janice.
What the fuck is this?
I'm surprised you knew about Dog with the Blog.
I'm
remember 'cause I
surprised
fucking
any
hated
of
it.
you knew about this.
They fucking hated that
it's
shit.
not like a show from 2004. This is from 2012.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
2004 isn't that we all were growing up right after 2004?
We were like 5
Bro,
years old.
I was watching
Yeah, I was
fucking
like- I
Power
was 4.
Rangers,
Bro.
okay?
Yeah.
Bro, I was 4.
I would
What did I watch?
remember
If
that.
it would have been doing reruns while we were growing up if it aired in 2004, unless it just absolutely fucking bombed.
I think.
I think it
No,
probably
I think it
did.
did.
It did. Let's see. What do we have? We have Lizzie McGuire.
Oh yeah.
Everybody
Sweet
knows
Life of
Lizzie
Zach and
McGuire.
Cody.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the
Alright.
guy who did
Absolutely,
Cody.
yes.
Tier show.
That's So Raven.
That's so. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yup.
Future
Uh,
sight.
And then the sequel, Corey in the House.
Yeah. When he was president.
That's the
Even
best
Stevens.
anime. Everyone's favorite anime.
Even Stevens, I didn't watch that.
I remember that. Yeah.
Life with Derek, I didn't watch that.
Life of what?
Life with Derek, I've never heard. Wait,
Life
that's
with
not on,
who?
Wait, that's not on Disney. Wait, hang on.
Life.
Disney.
With who?
Disney live action. Show. What are these sitcoms?
They're like all sitcoms.
Yeah, Disney live action sitcoms from 2000s to presents.
Nope. Don't remember this one. But her forehead's huge.
This is current. No,
I'm sorry.
not.
Sorry. Pair of Kings.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I
Oh, yeah,
remember
yeah.
that.
Pair
that's
of
like the-
Kings. Yeah.
The two.
I know of it. I didn't watch
That's
it, but I know of it.
Corey
I
I
and
think
then
I
See,
watched
I've never
like,
heard of
very
that.
little of it.
I've never heard of that one. So.
Bizardvark.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one with
that
Jake
one-
Paul
that's
on
the
it.
weird one.
Yeah.
Remember that? Oh my god.
Yup.
Yeah.
I remember Shake It Up. I watched
Yeah.
that
Oh,
for
yeah.
a little bit.
Shake it up. Yep.
Zendaya and Bella Thorne.
Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
S
baby.
tier.
Sick.
S
S tier
plus
show.
tier. Oh yeah. You watched the movie for
Do
it?
not remember.
Where they
Shake It Up.
made them
Yes,
forget
That
each
was a
other?
good ass
So,
movie.
Yes. That was
That
a
was a
really good movie.
good ass
Which one?
movie.
Which one?
The movie for
With-
Wizard of Waverly Place.
Yeah, weren't they like? Didn't they like wish their parents didn't meet or something? Or
They made their parents not have them. Or, like,
Gamer's Guide to Pretty Much Everything.
Why does that
It
sound
sounds like
familiar?
they. It sounds like they'd be wearing like those shirts that say like
that
Homer kills
reminds me of,
trees
like,
or something.
The
Oh. I don't think I know that one.
I don't know.
We got where is this? I just saw it a second ago. We got Hannah Montana,
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Zeke and Luther.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yup,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Salmon cat. Ew.
So Random had it. That was the sequel to God. What was that show? It was the one with Demi Lovato.
Super
what is
Ninjas. What the fuck?
Sunny with a Chance.
Sunny.
Sunny with a Chance. Yeah. So Random had two people who later were in Smosh, actually,
Hey, yo.
Oh.
which was
Oh,
kind of
shit.
cool. Both Shane and Damien from Smosh are from So Random.
That's gross.
What about Camp Rock?
Camp Rock. I remember.
The
Oh
movie.
my god.
The TV show.
Kicking it.
Oh yeah.
Camp Rock.
Yeah.
Camp Rock moments like without
Rad
music
Rats.
are hilarious.
Rad Rat.
I watch some of those clips where they're just like marching and they're like clapping all over the place and they just go Camp Rock and then then you just hear nothing but like stopping for like 20 more seconds.
Let's see. Bunked.
The Jonas Brothers.
Dinosaurs. Oh, this is from 1991. I remember Kicking It,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
karate show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesse.
Oh yeah.
Aaron
Rest in
Stone.
peace, the guy who died in that show.
Yeah.
Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
S plus tier show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like the
Actually,
principal.
so good.
I like the principal in that show.
And they might be doing a reboot of that show.
Oh.
Zoe
Yeah.
101, H2O.
I mean, I don't know if
Bro,
it'll be
HBO
good.
was wild. Touch water, turn into a mermaid.
H2O. Oh my god, my sister was obsessed with that show,
mine was
dude.
too.
Big Time Rush. Wait, do you guys remember that fucking one movie? Yeah. Do you guys? Oh, Max and Shred. Do you guys remember that one movie where like it was about like the 11 or 12-year-old who like turned into a fucking mermaid or merman or whatever? Do you remember that?
It was just not H2O.
No. It was like a movie.
I don't remember that.
And
at
they
all.
had like the whole Spider-Man climbing wall. I gotta look this up now.
I remember being obsessed with what was it, Lemonade Mouth,
The
for a little while.
13th
Oh hell yeah,
year?
Lemonade Mouth.
Yeah, the 13th year.
Yeah, I have no idea what this is. I just googled it and I found it.
I remember that being rerun a lot.
Scales, mermaids of veal.
No, I remember. Do you guys remember? Fuck, what was it? There was some move. Oh, fuck, no.
Oh my
Spy
god, this
Kids,
fucking
figured
kid.
out.
Shark Boy and
Spy
Lava Girl.
Kids.
No,
The
it was
guy.
about. It was
The
about
guy.
some shit about fucking owls.
That sounds like
There
a
was-
test.
It was some fucking environmentally movie about owls. Yeah.
Yo, y'all know what movie should get a sequel? Fucking Sky High.
Oh no, yeah, that one was.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
irrationally
okay.
angry. The movie I was referring to is called Hoot.
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 Sky High it's awesome.
Yeah, I remember
great
Sky
movie.
High. That was one of my favorite movies growing up.
Oh yeah, I liked all those movies. Spy Kids, Sky High, Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Although Shark Boy and Lava Girl did
That
not
looks-
age well at all. Like
I
that
think they
Kill him.
got like a
Show looks-
series or something.
Oh my god!
Or
Oh,
maybe there's a
they
Spy
got
Kids
a
series.
They got a movie on like a movie sequel where Shark Boy. They like obviously they couldn't get the actor that plays Shark Boy. I forget what his
Right.
name is because he's super famous now
Taylor Lautner.
and whatnot. Yeah, it's Taylor Lautner. So they're not getting him.
They could
So
we
they
can
only
be
got the
heroes.
girl, and the girl has like only 2 roles that she's ever played, and one of them is Lava Girl,
Yikes.
and she just hasn't done like anything else.
She took her money and left.
And she's in the movie like twice, because the movie's about her daughter,
Yeah.
and it's not even about her daughter. I'm pretty sure the movie's called We Can Be Heroes.
Yeah, it's a
isn't it?
Netflix movie. Oh god. Robert Rodriguez, what a crazy motherfucker, dude.
Dude, that guy is wild.
Bro, I remember the fucking openings for like Dimension Films more than the actual movie.
Bro,
with the-
Spy Kids was like my favorite shit.
Yeah, Spy Kids was good. Bro,
Thumb
the fucking
thumbs.
yeah, Thumb
Thumb
Thumbs,
Thumbs.
Floop, right? Fucking was he supposed to be a character on Pee Wee Herman?
Definitely.
Or is it the same guy? Wait. No. Different person. Okay, anyway. Yeah. Fucking and then what's it the second one when the doctor goes like do you think God lives in heaven because he too fears what he's created? And it was like super fucking like philosophical for no fucking reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it was so random.
They're just on this island of monsters, and the doctor's just like, what have I done?
Yeah. And then 3 was just like every gamer's like
Bro,
Whoa.
3 was my shit.
yeah,
I
3 was so
so
good.
Spy
I watched
Kids
that one
3.
so long.
Fucking,
It's so
that
bad.
was my awakening to loving VR MMO anime.
Yeah.
The origin story.
The fucking hackers in that like looks so like stupid. Let's see. Game sheets. These guys, it looks so. I'm gonna bounce you
back.
back.
I don't even
Player
remember these guys.
to
What
level
the
1.
fuck?
Yeah. That's against the rules.
You can't break the rules.
Bro, these guys look like dweebs.
Well, they are dweebs because like he
What
takes
the
off their
fuck?
disguises or something.
Oh my god.
Alright, I'm gonna
Anyway,
pump
any
the
other
brakes on this
topics?
nostalgia train, yeah. This is only gonna take me like 2 minutes. I want to talk about my weird controller problem.
Oh, I love this problem. It's weird as shit.
Do we all know about it already? I forget.
I
No.
don't know.
No, I guess Dustin
know.
doesn't. Yeah, Matt knows. Jackson, you know.
Oh,
Dave,
yeah.
do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Dustin, you'll probably find this interesting, I guess. So I have been playing on PC almost exclusively for almost 6 years. Before
Okay.
that, I played basically only on console, and I was playing most recently on PS4, and so when I moved to PC, whenever I needed a controller, because the game was like, hey, we think you should play with a controller, I would use my PS4 controller. And for a while it was serviceable. I didn't use it that much. I don't play that many games that recommend or require controller input, so it wasn't that much of a thing. And I still have the same PS4 controller that I got when I got my PS4 in like February of 2016. So I've had this controller for like 8 years, and the rate of use took a pretty big dip for a while. It went back up, and then it kind of tapered off and has remained at a pretty low amount of usage for me. But recently it's gone up because a lot of us have been playing Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, which we
Goat
talked
game.
about a bit on the
Goat game.
podcast. And I have been playing with a controller, as it recommends, and I kept having issues with the camera lock-on system because you can change it either by like double the input for it is your left trigger, and you can change it either by like double clicking it to switch, or by like tapping the right stick to move the lock to another target. And I was having so many issues with it, and I'm thinking, I'm like, there's no way I'm like, at first it would be misinputs where I was getting used to the controls. But after a while I was like, I'm not touching the left trigger. There's no way I'm moving my right stick this much. And then I was in like one of the hub areas in the game where left trigger doesn't lock your camera. It opens up a shortcut menu.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed my fingers were not touching the left trigger, and I was sprinting around because I was just like AFK talking to somebody, and I wasn't doing a mission. I was just running around, and I noticed when I clicked the stick in to sprint, it pulled up my shortcut menu, and I'm like, what? And I'm like looking at the controller, I'm looking at the key binds, and I'm like, no, it's left trigger for the shortcuts. What happened? And I kept fooling around with it, and the left stick kept opening my shortcut menu. Not 100% of the time, but it kept doing it. And then I paid more attention when I was doing missions and fighting, and I noticed that it was also changing my camera lock. So I opened up the little test, controller test thing in Steam settings, and I found that, yes, my controller is registering an electrical signal to the left trigger off of the left analog stick.
That's
And like fully pressing the triggers, the input it gives is like 32,000 and something. The left stick, no matter what I did to it, was maxing out at like 9,000 on the left trigger, but it should be 0, obviously. Yeah. And that 9,000 was enough for it to, you know, register it as a regular input in the game. And I was thinking, wow, this is really annoying. I have to replace this controller soon. But I was thinking I would be able to deal with it. It would be manageable because it wasn't like too much. my PlayStation controller evidently had different plans, and it decided that it was not going to make a slow decline, it was going to be a quick decline. Because now I have that problem with nearly every button on the right-hand side of my controller.
That's so
Yeah.
weird.
X, circle, square, triangle, and I
'Cause there's a
think the right
PlayStation
stick
controller.
are all get like spreading inputs to the left trigger of the controller.
Either
And I have
open
no
it
idea
up
why.
and like resolder it, or just I don't know, man.
Just have a solder
I
kit
mean-
at home.
That's probably what you'd have to do, crack the bitch open and fix the wiring, but I'm not gonna do that. This
Yeah, I
thing's
mean-
8 years old. If I fixed that, something else would probably stop fucking working
Yeah.
pretty soon anyway.
Yeah, then
So,
get a new controller, then I don't know.
new era. My camera blur is blocking it. There we go. Switch Pro controller.
That's what I'm using.
I got that because I do not touch my PS4 anymore. I have not bought either of the newest generation consoles. The console I have that I use the most is my Switch, which is not very often, but I use it more than the others. So I saw value in getting a Switch controller. Here we are.
Yeah.
And now I don't have to use a weird controller with strange electrical problems.
Yeah, and the good thing about the Switch controller, at least with, if you had that issue, since it's a digital shoulder buttons and triggers, that even if it did do something, it would have to like be a max signal input for it to actually go, instead of the 9,000 signal that you're getting, which is
Oh
fine.
yeah, and that signal number went up after a while. So at first, the left stick was maxing it at like 9,000. I think the last I checked, it was getting up to like, I want to say like 15,000 or something.
Wow.
And then other buttons were starting to get into the mid thousands.
People, like, no joke, bake some electronics to like resolder them temporarily.
That's
Like, I'm not
That's
kidding. That's actually
something.
like a tip. Like, if they're like, okay,
Yeah.
you know you're getting a new one soon, but you still need this thing working, put it in the fucking oven for like this
Cooking
amount of
it.
time.
crazy.
He's cooking.
Yeah, and it melts all the solder, and then they reform.
But yeah, it was kind of a fun. It was annoying, but at the same time, once I figured out the problem, it was kind of fun in like a novel way, because I've never had that problem in my fucking life. All the years I've played video games, all the consoles I've ever had, I've never been able to determine that I'm like, my controller is spreading inputs to other
Yeah.
buttons.
Instead of stick drifting, you have button drifting.
I have wire
Input drifting.
drifting.
Yeah.
The electrical
Trigger
signals
drifting.
are getting lost inside my
Or
controller.
electron drift.
Yeah.
And it's not even like the input from the right thing would stop. I would just have both. So I would get the input for my left stick and the left trigger. I'm not well versed enough in electrical engineering to understand how it worked, but it was a fun little mystery.
So are you using that
And-
controller for your Elden Ring co-op now?
Yep. Perfect transition because in preparation for playing the DLC when that comes out, since I never finished the game, Jerry, one of our friends who we've talked about before, offered to help me finish the game. But that was like the same time as the controller problem got worse, and I'm like, I can't play this game without a left trigger. Because the only way I could circumvent the issue was going into Steam and turning and rebinding the buttons and just saying no to binding the left trigger. So whenever I'd play games, the left trigger would not work. But we have been playing a co-op mod for Elden Ring that enables seamless co-op, and we've been playing the game in preparation for the DLC, because I forget if it's like confirmed or if it's just like in all likelihood that you're gonna need to have finished the main line of the game to play the DLC.
Oh wow.
But yeah, it's been fun. It's
Cool.
it's stupidly fucking easy. It doesn't help that both of us have like really busted builds.
You doing like the fucking Rivers of Blood and Moonveil?
I'm not that busted,
Okay.
but I have twin curved swords.
Okay, those are also busted, yeah.
Yeah, and they inflict frost and bleed.
Actually busted.
That's what I did with my
It's so busted.
claws.
One of the two swords has innate bleed buildup. It's I think the scavenger's curved sword has bleed by default. And then the other one I put on a skill, or no, I put the scavenger's sword in the offhand and I put on an Ash of War that makes it do frost buildup. And then I think the other sword I have, I forget what Ash of War does or what. It's either also doing frost or it's also doing bleed. But it's stupid as shit. And then I forget, I don't know what Jerry's weapon is called. He has a great sword that,
Moonville Greatsword.
yeah, the Getsuga Tensho great sword.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah,
guys.
Dark Moon great sword, and that thing is stupid. And honestly, before I stopped playing Elden Ring way back when I was playing it regularly, I handicapped myself. I redid my build, and I made it way weaker because it was even more busted before. I had either the two curved sword bullshit, or I had a twin blade with what's the skill called? Ice Spear. And that shit was busted as well, because it's a really good weapon in general, the twin blade. I really like it. And then it had frost buildup because of Ice Spear. Or you could just chuck Ice Spears, which had really fucking busted ass, very exploitable animation. And it just shoots this ice missile that did a shit ton of damage, and if you hit like 3 to 5 of them, you'd get your frost hit that would do like triple the damage. And if I couldn't be fucked to keep trying a boss, I'd be like, alright, sorry bro, you're getting the ice spears. It was just like, okay, I'm playing on easy mode now, I want this boss to be done.
Alright.
Just use
Well,
bleed build.
I think we're all hyped for the Elden Ring DLC. So
Dope.
it's gonna be good. Other than that, I think that's a good place to end it, right? So
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
good
This has
night.
been episode 24 of the Degen Z podcast. My name is Jax.
Hi, Jax.
Hey.
I'm Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hey.
I'm Matt.
Hi, Matt.
What's up?
What's up?
Hi Rob.
Hi, Rob.
No, I'm Rob.
Bye, Rob.
What? I'm Rob.
We're Rob.
What?
Who's Rob?
Hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
I'm Dustin.
Bye, Dust.
Bye.
Bye, all.
We'll see you
I need to
guys
dust
next
my
week.
house.
Have a good night.
Have a good
Have a
week.
night.
Good week.
Have a
See you
good
next
week.
time.
Buh.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.